Hello friends, in yesterday's lecture we revised the optics, means what is mean by optics, what are the two types of optics, and in a 12th standard we study the wave optics. Now in a wave optics, the most important or entire wave optics is based on the Huygens theory. And as per the Huygens theory, the nature of light is a wave nature. It is not a particle nature. Okay? Nature of light is a wave nature. We can observe different colors because of the different wavelengths of the light. The speed of light in the rarer medium is more than the speed of light in the denser medium. And as per the Huygens theory, nature of light is a wave nature. And remember that wave is nothing but it is a transfer of energy. Okay? So as I said that the wave is nothing but a transfer of energy, means energy is propagated from one point to another point, and from propagation of energy or for propagation of medium wave, some medium is necessary. And as per the Huygens theory, there is a one hypothetical medium above the surface or above the sky. That medium is called as a luminiferous. Luminiferous means above the sky, and the name of medium is ether, and that ether is present everywhere. That is as per the Huygens theory. And one more thing that is the most important. As per the Huygens theory, the nature of light is a wave nature, but the phenomenon of polarization proves that the nature of light is a transverse wave nature. This sentence is most useful for the board and CET MCQs. As per the Huygens theory, or the nature of light is a wave nature, transverse wave nature, and it was shown by a phenomenon of polarization. Or polarization is a responsible which proves the nature of light is a transverse wave nature. Today we say that as per the Huygens theory, suppose there is a one source of light, and the Huygens suggested that there are the two types of sources. One is a primary sources and secondly secondary sources. What is the meaning of primary sources? Primary source, just we are taking one example. Sun is a primary source. Then the stars are the primary source. Then the electric bulbs are the primary source, which produces light. That all the sources are called as the primary sources. Okay. Then the secondary sources. Moon is the secondary source. The objects we can see because of the light. All that objects are the secondary sources. Planets are the secondary sources. Moon is a naturally occurring satellite, is also the secondary sources. Now, to understand the Huygens principle, today we see an important term, that is the wavefront. In the wavefront, we see how the wavefronts are produced. What are the types of the wavefront? Okay. What is the meaning of wavefront? How the wavefronts are produced, and what are the types of wavefront that we see in this article wavefront. Now, how do the wavefronts are produced? This is the one container which contains water. Waterful container is there, and here if I drop a small pebble or small stone inside the water, then what happens? Then on the surface of water ripples are formed, and these ripples are in this way. Okay, the ripples are formed in this. These ripples are start from this point where the pebble or stone is dropped, and that ripples are moved from the central point to the end of the container or edge of the container. Okay. Here on the surface of water, the waves are produced. That waves are not the longitudinal waves, because the particles are not performing to and fro motion. The particles are performing, or the water molecules are performing up and down motion, like the tides on the surface of the seawater. In the same way, here the up and down motion it will be starts. means the water molecules are performing up and down motion. When you observe very carefully, these up and down motions of the water molecules are at the center. The height of water molecule is more, and as we go above up to the edge of the container, the height of that rising upper molecule, it will be less. Means as we go from center part to the end part of the container, the height, or just we say the amplitude, goes on decreasing. And these waves are transverse in nature because the particles, because the wave is moving in the horizontal direction and the particles are performing up and down motion. Up and down motion means the vibration of particle is exactly perpendicular to the direction of wave, to the direction of energy, because the particle motion is in this way, energy is moving in this way, the wave is propagating in this way in a horizontal direction, and the particles, water molecules are performing up and down motion, means the transverse vibrations are observed here. When the time is zero, all the water molecules are remains still, means the water is still, it not performing any oscillations, no ripples are observed on the surface of water. After a particular instant of time, let the time it will be t seconds, the first wave move up to this point, the second wave also move up to this point. Both the waves covers the same distance after a time interval t. This point is my trough point. Here this is after a time t, second molecule is also on at the trough point, means at the lowest point, means both the molecules are at the lowest point, means both the molecules are in same phase because both are at the bottom point. Therefore, after a same interval of the time, after a constant interval of the time, all the molecules are in same phase, or simply the phase difference is zero. Okay, this is one more thing. Second important thing is that after the same interval of time, both the waves travel same distance. Now both the waves travel same distance. Why they travels or cover the same distance? Because medium is same. Okay, speed is same, and the speed is given by distance upon time. Speed is given by distance upon time. If time and speed is same, then obviously distance is also same. Okay. Now remember this concept, and we are applying the same concept to understand the meaning of gravity. Now instead of water, we consider the medium is air. Okay. This is one large area where the medium is air. One electric bulb is at the center. This is my electric bulb is at the center. When the time t is 0, the bulb is switched off, so no light is emitted. When we switch on this bulb, then the light is emitted. Remember that this bulb emits the light in all possible directions. Means in all the directions it emits the light. Okay. In all possible it emits the light. After a 5 seconds, just we are taking a one value. After a 5 seconds, the waves emitted from this bulb reaches up to this point. Again after a 5 seconds, the waves reaches at this point. Again after a 5 seconds, the waves reaches at this point. After a 5 seconds, the waves reaches at this point. After a 5 seconds, the waves reaches at this point. After 5 seconds, the waves reaches at this point. Okay. After every 5 seconds, the waves reaches at the point. Let that point just we label at points. A, B, C, D, E, F are the points where the light waves are reaches. Once again, remember the light wave is a transverse in nature, so I am showing the crest and trough. Okay. Now, just you can envelop all the light waves. The envelope of all the light waves, okay, envelope of all the light waves after a fixed interval of time use one new structure, okay, and that structure shows all the points at the end, all the points are in a same phase, means all the points, this point is in trough position, this is in a trough position, this is in a trough position, this is in a trough, this is in a trough. All the points are in trough position, means all the points are in the same phase. First thing, is it clear? All the points are in the same phase. This is clear. Second thing is what? Second thing is very important. All the points are in the same phase. This is the one thing. All the points are at the same distance from source. And this, the envelope produces a new structure. That structure is called as the wavefront. And the meaning is very simple. The meaning is very simple. Just first of all, I will tell you the meaning, and then I will explain and then I will tell you the definition. Meaning is like this. From a source, the light waves are emitted in all possible directions in a given interval of time, or for a fixed interval of time. From a source, the light waves are emitted. These light waves covers the same distance. These light waves covers the same distance. Why they cover the same distance? Because medium is same and speed is same. So they cover the same distance from the source or from the origin point. And the envelope of all these waves, envelope means to combine, the envelope of all these waves gives a new structure that is called as the wavefront. Okay, a wavefront is defined as it is the locus of all the points of the medium. Where is the locus is present? Locus is present inside the medium. Locus of all the points of the medium to which waves reach simultaneously, so that all the points are in the same phase. So very important, in a wavefront, whatever be the type of wavefront, in a wavefront, after a fixed interval of the time, all the waves covers same distance. All the waves are in a same phase. So phase difference 0. Wavefront is defined as locus of all the points of the waves to which the waves reach simultaneously, so that all the points are in a same phase is called as the wavefront of the wave. Okay, this is clear for everyone? Yes. Okay. Now remember that this source is called as the primary source, because initially from this source the light waves are emitted. Now A is a point on wavefront, B is a point on wavefront, C, D, E, F are the successive points on the wavefront. After that, A becomes a secondary source, B becomes the secondary source, because as per the Huygens principle, every point on a wavefront, now in between A to B there is also a point, because there will be some waves are reached up to that point. So A, these points, every point on a wavefront behave as a secondary source of light. Okay, behave as a secondary source of light. And when it behave as a secondary source of light, what happens? Immediately it also emits the secondary waves. Means after that A, again A emits the secondary waves, and again that secondary waves covers the same distance in the same phase after a fixed interval of time. Again it produces a new type of wavefront. Okay, are you getting this? It produces a new wavefront. Yes, no? See the definitions once again. Wavefront of a wave is defined as locus of all the points of the medium to which waves reach simultaneously, so that all the points are in the same phase. There are three types of wavefront. One is spherical type of wavefront, second one is a plane wavefront, and next one is the cylindrical type of wavefront. Okay, if the source is at infinite distance, then we are getting a plane wavefront, means the light rays emitted from sun. Obviously, the light rays emitted from sun covers a large distance, much distance. Okay, because the sun is a distant object, therefore the light rays are harder, and we are getting the plane type of wavefront. And if the source is at a finite distance, then we are getting the spherical and cylindrical type of wavefront. Okay, this is all about the wavefront. Now the next thing is a wave of normal. Next definition is the wave normal. What is the meaning of wave normal? That we have to see. Its meaning is very simple. Normal means perpendicular. Okay, normal means perpendicular. Perpendicular drawn to any point of the wavefront. Perpendicular drawn to any point on the wavefront in the direction of propagation of light is called as the wave normal. Remember that normal means perpendicular. Okay, so the meaning is very simple. Wave normal means a perpendicular drawn to any point on wavefront in the direction of light is called as the wave normal. Okay, now we stop here. In next article we discuss the reflection.